Right. Hello. Good morning. So I did make some changes on the service. So I have vacation for 4 weeks. I'm getting back to work tomorrow. So I'm kind of getting into it again. I've been in kind of this slow mode of just vibe coding everything, which has been an amazing experience. Like thinking about this service and actually building it by hand, it would not be possible to have two small children at vacation building this. So I'm really happy about that. But yeah, but I'm kind of getting into the whole thing again, like streaming, thinking about work. I'm a little bit tired from vacation as well because of the before mentioned kids. But yeah, and I've been reflecting on like doing these kinds of streams, these raw streams, because my motivation can be very much up and down. And I'm talking about a service that I really hope people will use. And maybe I'm being like too transparent. But that's the whole point of this stream, is that it's supposed to reflect just being a human being trying to build stuff. And your motivation goes up and down, your brain is like super efficient at some point, and then it's completely stuck. And that's kind of what this stream is about. But so I hope it doesn't hurt like the professionalism of the service. But yeah, we'll see. We're not curing cancer here. So the adjustments I made, I can't remember all of them. But yeah, there was a permission issue with adding the comment. Yeah, so the thing we worked on last was the whole formula for like adding cost. Yeah, and then I had so I was what's it called? Sorry, I've been speaking Norwegian for 4 weeks. So the cost of the VM per minute was completely wrong. So the price was very, very high. So that was a big bug. But that's fixed now. And I think my formula is fine. It's basically just taking the cost of Claude, the correct VM time spent by Claude, and then I'm just doubling the minute time for VM to take account for the review time, which is only running the sandbox. So hopefully that should be good. And by the way, one thing we need to do, which I'm going to write down here, is that I'm currently hibernating the VM immediately after we get a result from Claude, because then it's done, right? But if you're reviewing, we're just waking up the VM, and then I think it actually takes 30 minutes before it hibernates again. So we also have to have put a much shorter hibernation timeout. So like 5 minutes or something. It may be even shorter, maybe just a minute, because you're actively like reviewing something. Maybe a minute is, yeah, and you're reviewing it in the service. So when you're actually reviewing it in the service, I'm keeping the VM alive. But as soon as you like exit the page or something, it should just take a minute for it to hibernate. Cool. But I'm gonna fill up my wallet, but I don't think I actually have any money. Let's see. I can't remember which account I'm actually. No, other device. Let's see. Do I have any money? Yeah, I do have some money. And I thought about like putting in, okay, let's put in $50. Let's do that first. By the way, I watched a presentation before the weekend, I think.
That's what I think.
It was an Anthropic presentation by a guy named Cal Rube. Cal Rube. I think I can just search for him. Yeah, this one, Claude Code Best Practices. And it was really, really good to watch that, because it's like now they've started talking about headless mode of Claude Code. And this is the thing I kind of just discovered. I didn't read it anywhere. I'd just been waiting for a headless agent. And I haven't even used that term, but it's the perfect term, having a headless agent. And then Cal here is presenting Claude Code as a headless mode, and that they're like still exploring this. And they talk about like their GitHub action and how you can use it for CI/CD. So I'm gonna make a video for Cal, because he's part of the Claude Code team, and I'm gonna explain the service and how I'm using Claude Code in headless mode, and hopefully that will kind of be a source of motivation for me. Maybe I can get some good tips. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they can help in some way to expose the service. I don't know. I just feel deeply that I need to make a video for Cal. So I'm gonna do that, but first we're gonna go back to this observing component. No, sorry, it was Mobex observing components. Mobex React Observer. There we have it. So I'm going to take this issue again, and we're going to run it. But first I need to fill up my money. So credits. Let's see if this works. Let's fill up $50. Yeah, and as soon as we kind of have some confidence in this. Oh my God, I almost dropped my phone. As soon as we have some confidence in this, we're gonna fill up some more money, and then we're just gonna roam the web or GitHub and try to actually fix some issues and spread the service that way. I think that's the best possible way to spread the service, is to actually spend some money. Oh, 2 seconds. And actually fix some issues. Oh my God, sorry. I have to. There we go. That one, confirm, close. Okay, I think we're good. My let's see, processing. So my 4-year-old threw my phone. Look at this. It looks very professional, right? My 4-year-old threw my phone. Like he has this tantrum face. And especially during vacation, 4-year-olds, they don't deal very well with vacation because they're completely out of routine, and transitions is difficult for small kids because they don't understand what they're transitioning to. But if they have routines, they know what every transition means, right? Because they do it every single day. But in vacation, they don't understand what those transitions mean. And even if you try to explain to them, typically you don't explain, you just take it for granted that they understand, but they don't. And then you try to explain, but they don't really understand, and they have no concept of time. So when you say 2 minutes, it might as well be 2 hours, or like, yeah, anyways. So he had a few more tantrums than normal. And one of the tantrums was throwing my phone as hard as it could across the floor. And it broke the glass on the backside. So I bought this cover thing, and I don't know why I'm explaining this. And then my camera doesn't stick as well on the, I have this magnetic thing. Anyways, let's, again, no idea why I talked about that. Okay, so we're gonna run this thing again. I'm gonna paste that. And last time we ran this, it had a cost of like $13 or something. But it should be much smaller now. By the way, there's another issue. When I'm creating the issue here, it doesn't pop up immediately because I'm pulling. So we need to fix that. When adding an issue task, update the list before enabling the buttons again. So we should really pull down the latest list. So when it enables itself again, we can see the item here. One funny thing that I picked up from the actual presentation from Cal is just a thing where you say at the end, you just say think hard. So that means it actually does some more reasoning, especially between tool calling. So I added that. So every time we send a prompt to the sandbox, it actually appends think hard. So I'm not sure how much of a difference it makes, but yeah. Yeah, and I was prepping some drawings for Cal as well. Come on. Let's see if I can move them over. We could play with that while we're waiting for this. I should also just implemented. Oh, I have the wrong glasses. The deposit thing. So I was thinking about when you actually start the task, we deduct like so you have to have $2 on your account. So I deduct $2 and that's like a deposit. And then when the task resolves, depending on the final amount, it will rather deduct more credits from your account, or it will kind of put credits back to the account if it costs less than $2. So that would ensure that if you were to like start many tasks, you just can't do that. Like create an account, start like 1,000 tasks, and then you have like a shit ton of minus credits. It's just protecting against that. Let's see. Hei.
Hei, vi skal ha party her.
Jeg må lukke døra.
Her.
Nei, jeg holder på å streame.
Kan jeg bare legge det her, vær så snill?
Ja.
Bare kan vi få rommet etterpå?
Hæ?
Er du snart ferdig?
Ja, ikke så veldig lenge.
Ok, bra.
Lukker du døra?
Ja, pass på at Oskar ikke tar det.
Yeah. Let's see if I can move. Can I like share a link?
Ikke ta du heller.
Can I share a link with TL Draw? Export view. No. Okay, I think I just have to draw it again. I have to draw it on this computer anyway, so. What was that? Yeah, sorry, just one more thing. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you see, now it was $1. Yeah, about $2. And doing this analysis, paying like less than a couple of dollars for it is definitely worth it. Like, at least for me. Again, like I was ranting about like, how do you value time? I'm like super conscious about time I spend and the actual cost of it. But yeah, let's take a look at oh, we should really have a link here to the issue as well. Let me add that. Add link to issue in task details. Okay, so let's move back. Well, I guess I have the thing here. Okay, this is very interesting. So now, Colbot's analysis, ARM64, you're absolutely correct. The issue is indeed related to ARM64 architecture compatibility. Here's what I found. Looking at the build configuration, the plugin ships as a pre-built WebAssembly. Your new snap likely has issues with SVC runtime loading. Use Bubble plugin recommended short term. Update SWC core. Try this first. Matching that. Huh. This is really cool. This is really, really cool. I also want to add that it was actually written by Claude. Add that Claude and a Claude with model generated the comment. This is so cool. This is really, really cool. Okay, I'm kind of excited to see if this person will actually respond. This is so cool. Let's see. I think that's actually, I don't want to, there's no reason to stream anything more. I just wanted to kind of get to this. Huh? Okay. Jag är snart färdig med. Hello. Yeah, so this is where I actually wanted to get to. I'm really happy about this flow, and with the latest changes of like here pointing out it's for open source, all of this stuff is kind of coming together. So I think the most valuable next step now is to make a video. We have like one issue out, hopefully that person responds. And then I'll get like the first actual user feedback from this, which is going to be very interesting. And then, yeah, make a video for Cal and then wait for feedback on that. And in the meantime, I don't really think we should go. I want to do this really carefully. And I'm back to work tomorrow, so I want to apply this to our SDK repo as well. So I think that's going to be our testing, because then I'm kind of able to move the SDK forward at the same time as I'm testing this service. Yeah, that's a good plan. Okay, wait for user feedback on this issue, make the video for Cal, start applying this SDK, this service to the SDK issues, and see how it performs. That's going to be like the scope of how I'm going to validate this service. Yeah, that's going to be the validation scope. And if I get good feedback there, we can do like a stream where I put some money on the account and we'll like roam GitHub and start kind of spreading it across different repos. Cool. That's a good plan. Okay, I guess that's it. I'll continue my last day off, and then we'll speak soon. Bye-bye.